Okay, I am back here with my conclusion, if you will, of looking back at the first half of the first 5 months of this year. Now again, as I ended, I said that one of the things that I personally discovered throughout this first half of the year was how the keygens actually work. Now, I had downloaded keygens in the past, but all they were just people messing with me or messing with others by just having something to stick on there on your computer and play music, and so you basically had to restart your computer and remove the item. That's what you had to do. But this one actually worked. Thank God. Now, if only somebody knew of a keygen that would allow me to get play on for free as well, and even diversity. Oh, didn't I tell you? I guess I didn't. One of the things I also discovered this year was the two programs, softwares, that allow you to watch YouTube on your Xbox 360, as well as things like Pandora, CNN, ESPN, and it's not just limited to your Xbox 360. You can also watch them on your Wii or your PS3, which is pretty cool. But again, it's all limited to what you can do. Now, besides all of that, what else has happened? Well, what else has happened is that, well, not much really has happened, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, this Sunday, this past Sunday we had our first worship in the park here in Patterson, California. And this upcoming weekend, we have our annual Apricot Fiesta, in which me and my family are going to be part of. And we're not just going to be part of it as spectators, people walking around and buying stuff here and there. We're going to be part of it as in being part of the parade. That's right. But I'm not going to say anything else besides that, because some of you might have seen me in it. But I'm not going to say anything else besides that. But, again, getting back to some other things, like say, getting back to, let's go back to talking about the DVD fabs and the Vegas 7. You see, the reason I used the keygen to get those, I didn't use a keygen for DVD Fab 6. I actually went on YouTube and somebody had posted a registration key on there. And even though it's under their name, even though it shows their name, it's basically my DVD Fab 6 that I'm using. And I discovered that it allows me to take movies like what I will be doing later on, like these two movies here, and copy them so that me and my family will have our own individual copies. Now, I know some people might say, well, isn't that kind of wrong? Isn't that like stealing? Well, the way I look at it is like this. If you're paying $3 to $5 or so for one movie, then basically you've paid for that movie. Or, if you've got something like, say, Netflix and streaming to your Xbox, or you got a special disc for your Netflix that goes to your Wii or your PS3, and you're streaming your videos through that, or if you got a special Blu-ray player that does the same thing, then, well, let's put it this way. You're paying for the movies anyway, okay, by watching them. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, it may sound ridiculous, but in a way, when you rent a movie, the ends justify the means. Because you basically get paid to watch that movie, even though you're renting it, so why not just keep it yourself and save a few bucks? And by a few, I mean 15 to 20 bucks. Why not do that? Now, another way that you could save money as well, though, is going through another place that I've discovered online. See, I've discovered a couple of websites over the past, not just last year, but over the past, not just last year, but these are websites I've been continuously using recently, And they've allowed me to download full versions of some of the movies. Movies that have come out on DVD, some movies, believe it or not, that are still in theaters. That's right. Some movies that are still in theaters. I mean, there was one movie that was just known as the sequel, let's put it that way, which came out last December, and another which was known for its side, known for having side in its title. So I ended up doing that, and it works out pretty well. In fact, the sequel that I downloaded was actually the whole movie. Now, I don't know about the ending. It sounded like it was a little off, like there was nothing there. I don't know at the ending of the movie if that individual, the villain, says anything. I don't know. But anyway, besides that, the majority of the movie's okay. The only thing about the side movie, if you will, is the fact that when I downloaded it, it has some written stuff on it. Basically, it had the watermark, if you will, or the writing from the studio that said, please do not do this, or please do not duplicate, or whatever. But the way I look at it, it's not my fault. It's the fault of the people that are allowed to get their hands on these things. That's whose fault it is. We're just taking advantage of it. I know that sounds selfish, and I know that sounds stupid, but, you know, that's the truth. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. We're just people that say, hey, it's right here, let's do it. So, but besides that, and besides DVD Fab 6 allowing you to do it, now DVD Fab 6, as I've mentioned on a previous video, allows you just to get the whole movie. Now you can get the whole movie, previews and everything, or you get the whole movie with just it starting right off the bat with no menu. Well, maybe with a menu, but that's about it. Well, actually no menu, because it starts right up. But besides that, what else? Oh yeah, as far as Vegas 7 goes, the reason I got it is because it has something that my other Vegas studio doesn't have. Masking. I know that sounds crazy, but it does. It has masking, and it's got more options when it comes to making videos. It's got more sound options, audio-wise. It's got more video quality options, like more than just what you see on the Platinum. It's got it all. And that's why I downloaded it. And that's why I use the keygen, or the key generator, to make it mine. Now, what else? Well, also this year I was, for the third year in a row, that's right, the third year, I watched WrestleMania. That's right, watched it for the third year, and I did a live reaction to it, and you can see that on my channel. And, you know, besides that, not much has happened, you know, throughout the first half besides what I've mentioned. You know, we celebrated my grandma's birthday at her house, and really, you know, that's just about it. I mean, not really much has happened this past year besides that, or this past first half of the year, I should say, so not much has really happened. But there's going to be a lot going on in the second half, God willing, that I'll still be on YouTube. Now, one of the things that, and speaking of which, one of the things I did do with YouTube is I made myself a backup channel. Now, if you go to my channel's homepage, if you will, you'll see that backup channel there. And I have a backup channel under the same name you see here on Daily Motion. As well as I have a backup channel, believe it or not, on blimp.tv. Even though I haven't put on anything on blimp.tv yet, but maybe I will in the near future. But besides all that, you know, not much is, you know, besides what I've mentioned, not much has really happened. But there's going to be a lot going on this year, in the second half, especially during the summer. See, one of the things I was planning to do this past Sunday was sort of do like a documentary, if you will. Well, not really a documentary, but sort of like Well, if you go to the guywiththeglasses.com website, they sort of had a behind-the-scenes look of Doug Walker's meeting with everybody that's involved in that site, being part of the whole Kickassia six-parter, you know, about a week or two ago, about 2 weeks ago. So I decided, you know, that gave me an idea, and I decided I was going to do something similar. But I didn't get a chance to do that, but I might try to do it this Saturday when we get ready for the parade. And that's all I'm going to say. Again, more will be coming in this summer, especially with that, if I can work it out right. I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, thank you for the subscriptions and the views. And I'll talk to you all later. God bless. Have a good day.